Grizz, if you friends with the ops that killed your auntie, bro, it's looking weird, man. It's looking weird.
Detroit, Grizzley was becoming closer, like probably closer than ever, with the alleged parties that murdered his auntie.
Right. So and that kind of looks weird. Like how you getting closer to the motherfuckers that killed your auntie, my nigga? Like, you know who they associating with. That's like hanging out with the wrong crowd. You fuck with your homie, but you know he hang out with your ops. Now, like I said before, it's just weird to me, bro. If you know a nigga from OTF killed your auntie, but you still making music with Lil Durk, you got Booker, Lil Durk, right hand man as your damn near at your wedding as your best man on some shit. Like, it's kind of looking weird. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I can see why they saying that. Like, this nigga, hey, this was all planned. And why do niggas think this shit is cool, man? Like, being in the streets is just not the wave no more. Like, look at all these niggas posting up, throwing gang signs up, and it's like, what do you get out of that, bro? Like, when y'all watch these videos, I want y'all to think of me as a motivation to stay out the streets. You feel me? I'll sit my ass right behind this computer and make some reaction videos and get paid and go out and rob a nigga. You feel me? Like, just look at what we watching right now. Like, a lot of this shit would be avoided if black people was more smarter, bro. Like, what we doing out in the streets for, man? Pause. I know you're enjoying the video right now, but what I need y'all to go do is follow my clothing brand on Instagram, rare_safari, aka Rare Journey. The life is a journey. High fashion times emotional attachments. Exclusive collections for y'all life safari. What's your Rare Journey? Let's get back into the video. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JUAN1000. I keep it a band all the time. Owner and CEO of Rare Safari Clothing, aka Rare Journey. The life is a journey, man. Back at it again with a part 2 of T Grizzley, man. I heard he killed his auntie, man. I heard he got her pregnant, then killed her, man. This is part 2. New crime scene evidence proves T Grizzley killed his auntie. Allegedly, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. See what motherfuckers talking about, man. Let's get into it. It's a setup. Do y'all think T Grizzley would set up his own auntie? Like, why? Just to get his masters back? And then the pregnant shit, the pregnant stuff is just throwing it all the way off. Like, even if she was pregnant, why would you get her set up and you know she having your baby, bro? That's what I'm saying. It's all weird shit going on.
In her left side, Grizzley was reportedly riding in the passenger seat and got out of the vehicle as the shooter approached. The driver said the attacker fired 3 or 4 shots and noted that Brown screamed before the gunfire began. Brown was rushed to a local hospital but died from her wounds. She was 41 years old. Police don't know if Grizzley was the intended target of the attack. He and the driver were unharmed.
From my perspective, this entire story begins when the first and only suspect who has been arrested so far was arrested 2 months after the incident. When Wu Thing, aka Wu 600 from Chicago, was initially arrested for the murder of T Grizzley's auntie Jobina Brown.
So this is the nigga right here that actually got caught killing her. He got found with the gun. Now we need to figure out who even set him up to do that. Like, who paid this nigga to go kill the auntie? That's what we need to figure out. Cause T Grizz, if you friends with the ops that killed your auntie, bro, it's looking weird, man. It's looking weird.
Detroit was talking almost immediately. People was calling this a backdoor from the very beginning.
Everybody on the east side know that, nigga. Them been facts.
What they got? How the it was paused. It says auntie got smoked by 600 buka. Man, this is Instagram replies, man. Let's keep going.
You don't know. You mean you know that everybody who killed everybody and popped everybody, but you don't know how 600 got down on auntie though. Bro, what kind of crime reporter is you? You mean?
People initially thought when people in Detroit was calling it a backdoor, they were referring to OTF or 600 backdooring T Grizzley.
Right.
Because at the time, T Grizzley was really close with OTF and 600 through Buka 600. So when a 600 member murdered his auntie, people thought, man, the OTF or 600 like backdoor T Grizzley?
Right, that's what I'm saying. You know, OTF, that's Lil Durk in them. That's all them niggas in Chicago. Y'all know who the OTF people is. And T Grizzly cool with them niggas, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not adding up, bro. Somebody lying in this shit.
It wasn't until time went by and people began to put the pieces together. Like, hold on. OTF for 600 couldn't have backdoored T Grizzly because the killer of T Grizzly, Wu-Tang, was arrested in 2019.
Right.
In 2022 or 2023, T Grizzly did a joint album with Lil Durk. In 2024, T Grizzly made Buka 600 right-hand mans with the killer Wu-Tang, his groomsmen for his wedding. So T Grizzly was becoming closer, like probably closer than ever, with the alleged parties that murdered his auntie.
Right.
So
and that kind of looks weird. Like, how you getting closer to the motherfuckers that killed your auntie, my nigga? Like, you know who they associating with. That's like hanging out with the wrong crowd. You fuck with your homie, but you know he hang out with your ops. Now, like I said before, it's just weird to me, bro. If you know a nigga from OTF killed your auntie, but you still making music with Lil Durk, you got Booker, Lil Durk, right hand man as your damn near at your wedding as your best man on some shit. Like, it's kind of looking weird. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I can see why they saying that. Like, this nigga, hey, this was all planned.
It could have been a backdoor, because if it was a backdoor, if he felt like his life was in danger, because T Grizzly did multiple interviews saying that they were coming after him, that the shooters opened up the car door looking for him. So if the parties who murdered your auntie was actually looking for you,
why would you be around them?
You wouldn't be like friendlier with them. You wouldn't be closer with them.
Right.
You wouldn't make Buka 600 your groomsman. You wouldn't, right, like do a song with Lil Durk or a joint album with Lil Durk. And the only Lil Durk ties here is Buka 600 is signed to OTF. But Lil Durk has nothing to do with this whatsoever.
Right, all right.
So that's when the theories of, okay, maybe T Grizzly backdoor his auntie. Maybe T Grizzly set his auntie up to be killed. Now, I have the full indictment of Wu-Tang, and the full indictment, I believe, tells a story that leans more towards somebody backdoor that auntie. I don't know if it's T Grizzly, but the indictment and the story.
So these niggas, so who are these niggas right here that with the arrows are pointing at? So I think this is the nigga that actually killed her. I don't know who this other nigga is, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Lends me to believe that somebody backdoored that auntie.
Somebody got.
Let's get into the full indictment and what evidence they got on Wu-Tang that led to his arrest. The police was able to trace the getaway vehicle, which was a blue Nissan with the license plates HRK 4937. They traveled to Michigan the day before, and then 2 hours after the homicide, they traveled to Chicago. The vehicle was a rental car, so when they didn't return the vehicle after the homicide, Hertz rental.
Man, why do niggas think this shit is cool, man? Like, being in the streets is just not the wave no more. Like, look at all these niggas posting up, throwing gang signs up, and it's like, what do you get out of that, bruh? Like, when y'all watch these videos, I want y'all to think of me as a motivation to stay out the streets. You feel me? I'll sit my ass right behind this computer and make some reaction videos and get paid and go out and rob a nigga. You feel me? Like, just look at what we watching right now. Like, a lot of this shit would be avoided if black people was more smarter, bro. Like, what we doing out in the streets for,
reported
man?
The vehicle stolen. Even though the vehicle was reported stolen, even though the vehicle was involved in a homicide 2 months prior, Wu-Tang was still driving around Chicago in that vehicle, knowing how hot it was. Well, he was parked in the alleyway one night, October 19th, 2019. He was parked in the alleyway. The police pulled up because they ran the tags and they seen the vehicle was reported stolen. They attempted to initiate a stop. He ran away. He was eventually caught. He was ultimately arrested and charged for being in possession of a stolen vehicle. But get this, and this is where you really start to look at these dudes like, yeah, y'all are just professional doofuses. So on top of being caught in a stolen vehicle,
like look at these niggas. Look at the nigga on the left, bro. The nigga on the left throwing up fucking what is he throwing up right now? They're like, these street niggas worship looking like they doing something, bro. Like, you not getting nothing from this. You not getting nothing for throwing up gang signs. You not getting nothing for killing people. you not getting nothing. Like, I think it's just like a pride thing. It's like a nigga, I'm from the streets, so you gotta respect me. I kill shit. Like, ain't nobody care about that shit. That shit ain't gonna last long, man. None of this shit.
2 months prior.
All this shit is done.
He was also caught with a firearm. And after ballistics was done on the firearm that he was arrested with, ballistics shows that not only was the vehicle connected to the homicide, not only was the vehicle identified as being the getaway vehicle of the homicide of Jobina Brown, but he was also found in possession of the firearm that was also used in the murder of Jobina Brown.
Right.
Ballistics shows that this was the firearm that killed Jobina Brown. This is where we introduce new information that I didn't include in my last video. And this is the part of the video where we start looking at T Grizzly a little crazy.
Oh yeah, let's see what's going on
here. You see, T Grizzly told a story of what happened the night of the murder. T Grizzly stated that he was with his auntie / manager, Jobina Brown. They made a last-minute stop at one of his other auntie's crib for him to check on some business. Jobina Brown decided to stay in the car and wait outside because she didn't like germs. He was only gonna
bro, that sound dumb as hell. That's what I'm saying. Like, she stayed in the car because of what? She didn't like no damn germs. Like, come on. Like, it just sounds so iffy to me because it's like, I don't know. That nigga could have low-key just convinced her to stay in the whip. She probably low-key... How we know she didn't want to go in there herself? Why would you be outside in the dark by yourself, knowing that you with a famous rapper, knowing that anybody can run up on your ass? I think he probably just told her to chill out. He probably going to tell her he'd be right back. And shit, that's when they got her ass. Yeah. But you can't come to conclusions or jump to conclusions.
Inside and come back out right away. It was a last-minute pit stop, right? Let's hear T Grizzly tell the story, and we're about to find out why this new information that we received kind of blow up that version of the story. It kind of
let's see the new
what
version.
I say debunks it, but kind of makes us start thinking that maybe T Grizzly is telling some fibs here.
So the night everything happened, man, can you kind of go over that night with us? I know y'all was at the studio. I seen you on your Instagram. On your Instagram.
Yeah, so we was at the studio with Guapo and JUAN or whatever. And I'm going over my cousin's house, my older cousin. Mm-hmm. He was real close.
And you can kind of tell how he telling his story. Like, he trying to make sure he say everything right. I don't even know why he would do this type of interview. Cause everybody finna dissect the fuck out what he's saying right now.
It's just like my pop's brother. Mm-hmm. And I always try to, you know what I'm saying, show him some love because that's another wound we really ain't healed from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went over there. And I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain areas, you just can't, you got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about where you at. I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no. Because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses.
Okay.
And stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person.
Okay.
It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff. I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie, mm-hmm. She about to open the door. I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying? Behind me. I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time. Mm-hmm. My cousin ran out with a gun. I'm like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there. I'm like,
She was in the, so
we already heard all this.
She was in the car? Like,
she was in the car. She was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car on the street. So my cousin ran out with the gun or whatever, and we ran out in the front to see.
And y'all gotta remember, she was not in the car by herself. She was with the driver. We gotta remember that. So the driver lived, but somehow she died, bro. That's just a coincidence, dog. Like, it's no way that the driver lived, T Grizzly lived, but the auntie got killed. It's just weird. It don't make sense.
If somebody up on us, we gonna get them off us. Basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door, mm-hmm. trying to get at me. End up hitting her up.
Where'd they hit her on the body?
They hit her on her side and in her arm. She didn't get hit in her head or her face, and just all on her side.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
How many
On the
times?
side where her heart at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the side where her heart at too. So that's.
T Grizzly said the killers were looking for him because he exited out of the vehicle from a specific side of the car. When he exited out of the vehicle, he went to the side porch to get let in. The killers couldn't see he was at the side porch, but they knew what side of the vehicle he was in. So when the killers seen the vehicle was parked, they went to the vehicle and opened up the side of the vehicle that T Grizzly was sitting in before he exited out. They opened it up and began to shoot at the auntie because they thought the auntie was him because they thought he was sitting there. Again, if the killers couldn't see T Grizzly because he was at the side porch, that would mean they didn't see T Grizzly get out the vehicle because they would have just followed him. Then that would mean the only reason why they would know that T Grizzly was sitting on that specific side was because they seen T Grizzly get in the vehicle on that particular side.
And that's what I'm saying. They either had to see this nigga get in the car. Like, so it sound iffy. Like, was a car following them all the way to that crib? Like, what is going on? Because this is not adding up.
Follow him to the location. Here's why that don't make sense. And here's why the facts of the case actually debunks everything T Grizzly just said and sort of opens this case up where anybody can be a suspect. And dare I say T Grizzly could be a suspect. Wu Thing kept his phone on the entire time he committed this homicide. I don't know what I would expect from someone who was still in possession of the getaway vehicle and the murder weapon.
That nigga didn't give no fuck.
The entire time. And they were able to trace him coming into Michigan and leaving Michigan after the homicide. But they were also able to pin him at the crime scene. And this is why T Grizzly's story don't make sense at all. The cell phone towers pinged Wu Thing's cell phone at the murder scene for more than an hour and 56 minutes. So it started pinging around 7 p.m. and continued pinging until 8:56 p.m., which is minutes before the shooting occurred. That means that Wu Thing was at the murder scene for an hour and 56 minutes.
Right.
He was
already there. Oh, so this is looking bad for T. Now it's like, okay, so now we know the nigga ain't come after he was already there plotting. He already knew the location where there was gonna be at. So how would he know? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like this, all this street shit, all this shit is corny. It's lame. Like it's lame.
The murder scene for an hour and 50 minutes before T Grizzly and them got there.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So he was hiding out. He was waiting. He was expecting them to come to that location. How did the shooter know that T Grizzly and his aunt was gonna be at the location?
How did they know?
If the location was an impromptu stop. If the location was hey yo, let's stop right here real quick.
Right.
How did they know to wait out at that address for an hour and 56 minutes waiting for them to show up? It doesn't make sense whatsoever.
Yeah,
also,
that's a setup.
If they was at the location for an hour and 56 minutes, then they seen T Grizzly get out the vehicle.
Right. If the nigga was already there at the crime scene, if it was a setup, he literally had to watch T Grizzly get out the car. So he knew for a fact what his goal was. It wasn't to kill T, it was to kill that Auntie. And it's not looking right, bruh. It's not looking right, bro. And then this nigga did even try to hide the evidence, the gun, the whip. Like, it's like he wanted to get caught for this shit. Like, I don't know, bro. That shit
Which
weird.
would make sense. They didn't see him get in the vehicle because they wasn't at the location when he got in the vehicle. But they seen him get out the vehicle. They seen him walk to the side porch, which is why they came over, opened up that car vehicle knowing he wasn't going to be there, and began shooting. This is just my theory, people. And began shooting.
Monday.com's AI blocks are a total game changer.
Excuse me if I find that hard to believe.
You know that llamas are biologically incapable of lying, right?
Does that come with knowledge?
Monday.com's AI block.
This is the only story that makes sense, people. The only story.
Yeah, it's looking fishy.
I'm not saying T Grizzly is responsible for backdooring his auntie. I don't know. I'm saying T Grizzly's story got to start adding up, people. It got to start adding up. How did the killer know to wait out at that location for an hour and 56 minutes?
That's a long ass time to be waiting.
Impromptu stop.
Yeah, that shit weird.
The killers was at the location. You got out. They could have easily haunted you down. When
Right.
it got you from
Right, that nigga could have easily popped out the whip and shot T Grizzly down. But that wasn't how it was supposed to
from the
go.
side porch. They watched you exit out the vehicle. They was at the location. And they let you go away, and they came and killed your auntie. What beef would they have with your auntie?
Right.
It doesn't make sense, people, at all. T Grizzly offered up a response, and this is his response to everything you just heard, okay?
I just think the niggas about to go around trying to clear no shit up because it is what it is. As far as like, you know, I ain't about to be. Certain shit you can't entertain, bro. Especially when it's absolutely nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Said it's
You
nonsense.
do got a lot of motherfuckers that go to the internet and think that everything they see on that bitch is facts. It's not a place for facts.
That nigga just sound uncomfortable talking about
You can
this
see
shit.
some shit in your base check that's not true. So you think he can't be fooled by the fucking internet, bro? Bullshit.
So what will the motive be for T Grizzly to do this to his auntie, the
Right.
backdoor, his auntie / manager? And they're not blood auntie. Now, I talked to someone who was literally at the funeral of Jobina Brown. They were at the funeral, bruh.
That nigga, he doing his research, man. Shout out to him for the video, man.
Yo, I was told even at the funeral, people were suspecting T Grizzly because he did like interviews where like people close to the situation were kind of concerned about the stories kind of not really matching up in certain, you know, in some interviews. I think in one interview, like T Grizzly said, yo, it was like a drive-by. They came and shot it up. Then the next interview, they said, you know, they came and opened up the door.
Yeah, shit not
shot the auntie.
adding up.
But again, those are not really a big deal, but it don't really line up perfectly. I was told from someone particular that even when Jobina Brown and this person would be talking or getting close, T Grizzly would get jealous. That at times, like T Grizzly would kind of get jealous, and Jobina Brown would tell this person, "Yo, T Grizzly, keep asking me about you, keep asking me why we're talking, blah blah." And Jobina Brown will confide in this person that she actually had an intimate relationship with T Grizzly. But the thing with this is, Jobina Brown is T Grizzly's uncle's wife, who's in
Right.
Again,
So at least that nigga caught feelings for her, and she was fucking around with some other niggas, and he took that shit personal too. Could have got her ass. Shit, y'all never know, man.
But I think the uncle is in prison. I think Jobina Brown is the uncle's wife. She's not blood related, but she's related through marriage, I believe. So smashing the uncle's wife, allegedly got her pregnant.
This is crazy.
According to courtroom reporters, that that was allegedly brought up the first day of trial, that Jobina Brown could be pregnant for T Grizzly's baby. So that's a motive. The uncle is in prison. You got her pregnant. She not trying to abort it. Man, that could be one thing.
Right.
Jobina Brown invested in T Grizzly really early on when nobody else would.
So why would you kill her?
It is reported that she apparently owns a portion of T Grizzly's masters. He wanted it back. He signed a deal with her like fresh out of prison as like a management deal. He wanted it back. She wouldn't give it up. That could be motivation.
Right.
I don't know.
You only got two options.
Really is involved. What I'm telling you is the facts of this case doesn't really align with T Grizzly's story 100% or perfectly. Y'all let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, that's
what do you
crazy.
think about this, okay? We're gonna continue looking into this, man. Trial is on Monday. We're gonna be watching that trial. Best believe. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen.
Like,
Whack 100
comment, and
no jump.
subscribe. Give me the 1K. I love y'all so much. Come on with them bangers. See you on the next video. You dig?